You're alive, Sonny. Or maybe not. What the heck? There we go. So, Sonny, tell everybody what you did today. Santino, what did you do today? Huh? Get up so people can hear you. Sonny, get up out of the water so they can hear you.
What?
Get up out of the water so you can tell them about your boxing class.
I forgot.
We just got home. How did you forget already?
Oh.
They want to know. They love you. Yeah. Right, guys? Everyone's just here for Sonny. Nobody's here for Ellie. They want to know what's going on with you, son.
Yeah, we did a race.
You did. What else did you do? You were running. You were jumping. I saw you passing the older kids.
That's because we were doing a race.
Yeah, you did an awesome job.
And we did, I can't tell. Yeah.
All right, so today, Sonny, how about we just jump right on into the story time? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not even in the water yet.
I'm getting in the water right now. Look, kind of. So we got my wish list today, and I was very disappointed, might I add. But this is neither the time nor place. So I have many opinions, and it's like some people can't seem to deal with like one really shallow video on liking makeup, and then the next video being all deep. And trying to reach enlightenment, and people can't really like see that. Like they're like, oh, you're just trying to be fake to, exploit as many different people as you can. But that's not the truth. First of all, I have like no followers. I'm just putting like my truth out here and hoping that if I could save one life, if I could help one person, and that's my main reason for wanting to write a book. Which has been coming along rather slowly, despite my excellent writing pace prior to my stroke. Anyways, guys, so I know everyone's wondering, how did you set yourself on fire, right? How does that happen? High school, I was attracted to a strange bunch of guys. Like, I've always liked men with some type of scar because it shows that they have character, that they were able to survive that, and protect you because they were able to survive whatever pain they went through, and they lived through that, and it's changed them as a person. That's why I like scars on men. So the first guy I dated, he not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but like, just don't date me, like, if you are, because that confuses me, and I didn't have the greatest self-esteem to begin with, and then like, oh, let's go together, oh, but I don't want to be with you, I'd rather be with my best friend Patrick, So anyways, Dewan was the first person I had ever met that had really intense, like Freddy Krueger looking burns. So I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Freddy Krueger, but the guy was burnt. So Dewan was playing with matches, and so he had skin grafts. So from like here to here, his whole chest was just like scarred, and I'm not sure where they put the skin grafts. I mean, his hands were intact. From looking at his hands, you wouldn't have guessed that there was anything going on there. But it was a turn on for me, like super turn on. Like, I loved it, like just rugged, just damn, like you could handle that. You can handle anything except a woman because you want a man. So that made it difficult. But so that's just kind of a little perspective on me. So Monday, November 19th rolls around. And I was supposed to go to court, and like the weirdest things always happens to me, and people are like, that you're lying. Like, who do I have to lie to at this point, honestly? Like, Who?
Yeah.
First of all, like Instagram, Facebook, like what do y'all got that I haven't already accomplished? Spiritual awakening, like I'm not trying to put anybody down because I don't believe that the word should be used to put people down. All I'm saying is in positivity. You want some more bubbles? Want more bubbles? Tell me if that's too hot. Is it too hot?
No.
Okay, so anyways, back to the story.
Let's look at the big bubble popping. And first one.
Sometimes I have these little lapses in memory where I'm just like, so I know I try to connect the dots. So I know we were talking about like the first guy I was with and he wasn't having it. Then the second guy I was with, but he was a little bit more distance. Where was I going with this though? What's the title? Oh, the fire. I'm all over the place. I haven't taken my ADHD meds and I've been on prednisone because I have a steroid infection. So please excuse any what might seem like high behavior because for all I know, like prednisone makes me feel high, you know, like kind of out of it. And the doctors are like, no, it's prednisone. It's not going to make you feel high. And I'm like, okay. Okay, so we're talking about prednisone. All right, so I'm taking prednisone. Sonny, switch with me. For my sinus infection. Dun, 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 right now. Don't you dare put that on the phone. Okay, so prior to court, Monday, May 19th. I love this deodorant, Dove. I feel ashamed to say I still love it. I don't know what else could replace it, and that's what makes me sad. Like, and this is the commercial that is probably gonna be like, well, shit, the client's still risking to get blown up into smithereens. Like, why do we have to pay her out any money? So I might just end up deleting this. I mean, the thing is not that I'm risking to get. I feel like it was a freak accident. But it could have been a lot worse. So, this is what happened, right? I'm getting ready to go to court. I have a little bag, and it's not a Ziploc bag, so I was like, let's just make it a ghetto makeshift Ziploc bag. So, I'd sprayed this, you know, quickly, because a lot of times I'll put like tons on, especially like all on my back. I think I'm gonna be sweating. Like on those buses going into Cook, you're gonna be sweating, or you'll be hot as hell. Whatever, it's not gonna be comfortable. So you want to put as much on as you can. But I was in a hurry, so I just like, and then I go in the next room and I get my bag and I'm trying to light it. Time stopped. I caught on fire. So I go like this. I'm holding my hands at least this far away from me. So this far. And then I had a little black lighter. I went like this. The light did not go here. It went to my armpit right here. You can kind of see it still. Once again, this is probably hurting my cause more than anything. So, naturally, I got out of court because Kohl's once again effed up their stuff and that I didn't steal anything, and they're still trying to like come up with like, hey, what can we say that she stole, because there's no evidence whatsoever, and they know that. And because like I really don't. If I did something, I'll be like I admit it. You know, I did it. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I have you know, intense narcissistic abuse syndrome, and I'm working on this as a person, and you know, if my actions were due to this, I would be it would be hard, but I would want to face up to my actions, because I always want to be the best person I can be. Like I want to be a better person around you, and I want you to be a better person around me. Like I want us all, and that sounds so corny and it's so easy to say, but it really isn't. Like look at Buddhist monks, and I'm getting off on a tangent here. I'll do this on like another day, but okay. So look at Buddhist monks, and I've seen this in Brazil as well, where they're silent and they pray every day. And in my early 20s, I was like, what the hell? Why don't they get out there and they build houses and do things? What I didn't realize then was the part of the secret that, yes, action is important, and it's important to be positive and think what you want and know what you want. But the other action that's important is to realize that we are creators of our universe. And if each of us inside of ourselves creates a utopian universe, that utopian universe will manifest. At least this is what I thus far have deducted from David Icke, Abraham Hicks, even Big Sean, in some of his interviews, credits Abraham Hicks with some of his greatest successes. So I really do, you know, look into the books with skepticism. Don't take anything everybody says with a grain of salt. The reason the books resonated with me was because these were the answers that I thought I knew. Like, as a child, I was very explorative. I'm not sure if that correct word, but I explored a lot, and I say, Grandma, how do you know we're not dreaming? How do you know we're not in the Matrix? And I'm 12 minutes in, and I'm totally off topic again. God, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna have to put like markers on here. So, burn. Okay. It is 12:41. I'm just gonna make a note, okay? Because I feel bad. 12:41. Okay, how do I make a chat? How do I make a chat? Sonny, don't put my phone, please. Well, this is going excellent. Oh, hell no. Okay, so I'm going to stick with stuff. Okay, 1350. So basically what had happened was I'm getting ready for court. Try to light this Ziploc baggie, and I light up into flames, and time stops. I don't know how many adrenaline rushes any of y'all have had, but when I've had them, like, time completely halts. It stops to exist. No, I'm not high right now, just to let you know, and who the gives a, if I am, like, what difference does it make? You know, my grandmother, my mom, his grandmother's home downstairs, and we have 2 caregivers for my grandpa. I'm not the sole caregiver, so like stop hating. People are always want to say like, I'm so tired of this Benny spreading this word that I'm just like high, and he does it because he doesn't want people to listen to the rest of my message. I still love him though. You know, that's what unconditional love is. It's like I always will love him. And at one time it hurt me to say that, to know it's never gonna come back. But all you can do is, you know, hope the best for that person and give them your best energy. So being burned alive is like the great next saga, right? So I'd spray the deodorant. It catches fire. Somehow, oddly enough, I guess most clothes are like flame retardant. So the shirt was not on. The shirt wasn't on fire, making it even stranger. So I tried to blow on it, and this. Can I do like a fire emoji? Like, can I do anything in this thing? Like, I really need to learn like what is going on in here. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Guys, who? What Hey, can you wave to me though? Like, I see one person on here. Hi. Can I say hi? Can I get a shout out, please? I'll shout you out. I know I sound super desperate. I'm just curious as to like who actually watches me and what you watched and why. Crush. Is this why? Would that make it better? Would that make it better? Would that make it better? Because most people say it does. No, so I caught fire. It actually happened really quickly. So the adrenaline rush cut in. I know I've said this for the third time. Time slowed down. I thought, okay, you have to stop, drop, and roll. Thought of the commercials from the 90s where they stop, drop, and roll. They had like a golden retriever and all of this shit. And that's what I did. And it stopped and it worked. And so I had to then proceed to put clothes on, like for court, because these are like my underclothes, you know, like an undershirt, because I'm fully prepared to be incarcerated, you know, 3 pairs of socks, all of this, feeling like shit, like great. Just got set on fire. So get to court. Once again, guess what? Kohl's is not ready. So we get done, and I tell my lawyer, well, you know, I got set on fire before. And he's like, oh my God, I think you should go to a hospital. I was like, maybe, and, you know, when my arm starts to fall off. I don't know. Being a medical professional, like, you try and diagnose yourself a lot. I mean, and there's so many trivial things people come into the doctor for. But then at the same time, there's so many things that, you know, could have been prevented, especially being bacterial meningitis was one that my mom was always like terrified of. I need water. So in this episode, that's kind of what I wanted to touch on. Just like the crazy stuff, you know, one day you're fine, the next day you're on fire. And so I didn't take care of the wound right away. I was just too exhausted. Like, I was just really just tired. And because between like the Kohl's and for some reason, why do they get to keep postponing it? Like, either you have evidence or you don't. It's been almost a year, boo-boo, for like what was supposed to be a misdemeanor court, and now you're dragging it. Like, come on. And then like the other case, just they sure gotta break you down to build you up. Trying for years to keep us from using our full potential. There was a movie with Bradley Cooper about how he can get so much done by using his full brain potential. It was an awesome movie. I suggest you go check it out. I don't know who wouldn't want to do that. But I believe they have something like that. And I don't think you need a drug to get to it. I think it's ayahuasca. And I'm looking into an ayahuasca tour. I've thought of doing it with somebody because for two reasons.
You put it up with water.
The first reason is the rainforest is actually one of the places, a few places on this earth that actually like kind of made me feel sketchy, and it hasn't been many. And number two is when you go through these changes with people or alone, sometimes other people when you return, they've never experienced this. They've never experienced this joy. They've never experienced this incredible being that you've experienced. Now, I've not done an ayahuasca tour. I leave a little bit to the imagination of what I've done, tried-wise, as far as connecting with other people. I find MDMA to be a perfect connect with other people type medication. And I think it should really be used for postpartum stress and people that have trouble finding bonds among partners or friendships. Just in general, our society is like screwed. We're so materialistic, like so little has to do with being intelligent or holding a conversation. That's all I really want these days.
Mommy,
what?
Can you fill this up with water? And I want to clean the walls with this.
We don't have enough stuff anymore, so we're going to buy some more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can put water in this to fry it.
Okay, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to use our water.
What other water?
The water in there.
What do you mean? Which water and where?
I'll show you. Right here.
Okay, as long as you don't get my hair wet.
I just like the water we can get clean one here.
Okay. The thing is, you need to experience some of these.
Can you turn on?
Some of these emotional journeys are ones that I would recommend, in my humble opinion, not that I've traveled so much, but I would recommend going with a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And the reason for that is no one, once you get home, is going to understand what you've been through. And it's going to be a complete letdown culture shock. So if you have that one friend, or even two, and I think two's pushing it, but if you have that one friend that you can turn to, and you're like, hey, remember when we did this, and like, that was really cool, and they're like, yeah, and you're just like, I just remembered that, and you were on my mind. You know, just have that connection. So, anyways, I just thought, I'd talk a little bit about my stop, drop, and roll experience. It works. Stop, drop, and roll. Maybe how many kids are getting burnt to death that they needed to record these stop, drop, and roll incidents is what I'm wondering. That's plenty funny. So anyways, these meds got me looking like Post Malone. And at the end, just laugh your day off. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you are the center, but you're not. You're a piece in a puzzle. And you got skills, but so does everybody else. So keep it moving. And I'm not going to end with like some corny outro about If I'm having a shit day, you should be having a shit day. And if I'm good, you're good. No, you feel how you feel. Be real with yourself. Fuck what these internet personalities say. I get it. They trying to uplift you, but like, yeah, it's easy to uplift people when you're getting paid by EDU Birdie. I could do that shit myself for free. Do you know all through college I did people's papers left and right? I shouldn't incriminate myself, but I did, you know. There's no way to prove that. And at this point, I've got so many medications in my system, I could have just lipped it out. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your chat. You know, I'd love to hear what you think on Abraham Hicks. I'd love to know what you feel about David Icke. I'd love to know what you feel about some of the other controversial figures in the truther community at this time. And I guess reasons for why for some of them, like, you know, so that's my thing. And the reason I'm wearing this purple wig is because if I do have to sue Dove, like, I don't want this to be, like, fucking used against me. So I'm going to be like, that's not me in that wig. Okay, so here's my arm thus far, okay? Basically, yeah, I sprayed that deodorant. Thank God I didn't spray it everywhere. And then a few days later, no, I couldn't get out. That was like the Monday before Thanksgiving. I couldn't even get out of bed at all. And my old scars from the car accident in 2016, like, started getting red. Oh, one question for the male viewers, if I have any. How do you feel about facial tattoos on females or large facial scars on females? Because I find it attractive. Thanks. Have a good one.